Can a good gimmick make a game grander? Well, let's take an up-close look at Slide Quest. Slide Quest by Blue Orange is a 1 to 4 player game that claims to be the video game board game. It's written right here on the box. And let's face it, it's definitely taking a lot of nods from The Legend of Zelda, which I love. In fact, I have a couple of games that do that. But really, this gimmick is not a video game focused thing. It doesn't play like a video game to me at all. But it does play a lot like the old Labyrinth marble games. In fact, this is how the box looks. The game is built inside the box. But since my gimmick is showing you board games up close at this angle, I'm gonna have to show it to you in pieces. Slide Quest actually uses the box to hold these levers, which in turn balances this game board with a lot of holes in it. And the reason it has all the holes is this is a modular game. In fact, it has 20 levels to go through. And the way they work is they attach to this board, sit inside, and you balance it and move. Each level's easy to set up. You just flip out another card, put in the items as located and indicated on each card, and you're good to go. You move the protagonist, which is this little knight right here. He's got a marble on the bottom of it, and he's gonna roll around in this as you tilt it. Now this is level 20, the final level, which has bosses and enemies all throughout it. But you start off simple with just trying to get from one place to the other. But what I like about it is you're going to be adding on these pieces like this fence or an arch to add in components that you have to get through. Our little protagonist loses a life if he falls through a hole. And you can track his life and level on this meter. Later pieces in play are enemies that you have to push in holes, dynamite you have to extinguish by putting it in a hole, and boulders. That's a nice boulder. And what really basically is a simple game becomes a very grand adventure by getting your little guy through to where he needs to go. This game works really well with 2 people and is chaotic fun at 4. In fact, my family's tried it at 4 and we've never completed the entire 20 levels. We just can't seem to do it because this little guy goes very smoothly all around and he gets a little bit unwieldy as you're trying to get boss monsters in certain labeled holes throughout all 20 of these levels. For a game that is basically a Labyrinth marble game, it really does become an adventure. Now, it doesn't feel like a video game, but it does feel like the best game of Labyrinth I've ever played. And honestly, this is probably one of the games we've yelled at the most. Trying to get everybody to coordinate into one motion is very tough, especially at 4 players. But it is definitely worth a try. So I recommend Slide Quest. It's a unique game that's gimmick elevates it to a very grand game indeed.